Ascended One, this is becoming slightly worrisome. Have you apprehended Ilvar yet?
His mutant soldiers dead, including the big one, Gracchus, also dead. But Ilvar himself? I have turned over every stone in there, but I still can't find him. If he's hiding anywhere, I would expect at least a few inches to be sticking out.
That is rather unfortunate and could easily lead to further complications. Are you absolutely sure?
Yeah, positive. Well, at least we have Gracchus out of our way.
That's a rather inadequate consolation. Soldiers, secure the perimeter. At last, we have reclaimed the citadel and weeded out those pests.
Could have been swifter, eh?
Silence. Another great victory for the Naboru, achieved in our name by Silver. With Hadriana dead, by the law of blood, we are now your new king. If anybody objects, speak now or forever hold your peace. Right. That's what we thought. Now kneel and swear your fealty.
I swear to be faithful and lowly, and to you I shall do all the services that I ought to do.
All hail Regulus the First. All hail the king. All hail Regulus the First.
Your Majesty, in this joyful time, let us not forget about Her Majesty's assassination. The guards who have seen Silver commit that vile act are here with us and can testify.
That would be most interesting. For I know for sure that in the time of this unfortunate assassination he was with me, helping me escape, saving the last heir to your throne. If anybody claims the opposite, he surely must side with the late apostate Gracchus and his overlord Ilvar. Such traitors will be executed. Are there any? That's sorted then.
But Your Majesty, shan't we hold an investigation and bring this matter to a fair trial?
When the time is right. Now we have to stop Ilvar. Ready your men, we shall lay siege to his hideout at the temple. Silver will scout his exact location and let us know where to strike.
But...
That was a direct king's order.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Just gather your troops and brace yourself, old friend. I'll join you shortly. And there will be blood. We'll row together for one last battle, like in the good old rat and killing times. Let bygones be bygones, what do you say?
No, this can't be. This is not right. And I'll find out the truth, even if it means taking all my men and dragging Ilvar kicking and screaming out of the temple. I hope he puts up a fight, and we roast that pig. And when he spills the beans, we'll roast you too.
I wouldn't be hollering out in front of His Majesty that you plan to hurt me, my friend. He, unlike you, already knows the truth, and the truth is that I am the Ascended One. So run to your men, you can do no harm to me. And if you don't understand that, I'll make you understand. So, while our friend Cyrus tries to wrap his head around the fluid concept of truth and innocence, let's talk about the concept of reciprocity. You and me and the stars above us.
Our prophecies tell that you shall return to the sky, and we shall do what is in our power to fulfill them. Are you ready to finish your ascension?
Honestly, nothing would make me happier than getting off this petty little planet. So yeah, I am ready.
Then you shall need our artifacts. The first of them is in an orb right above us.
Is it? I thought it would be more challenging.
Not this time. Take this key and ascend to the top of this castle. That's where your ascension starts. Then return swiftly here so we can proceed. You have obviously located your orb successfully. Why would you look so grim?
It's not my usual gloom. There was only half of what I need in that orb.
Of course. The other one is located in the monastery.
How do you know all this? From what I've gathered, it's not exactly common knowledge around here.
One can learn a lot from our sacred texts and traditions if one doesn't treat them as outmoded antiquity. If my late sister was more in touch with our heritage, we wouldn't need to dispose of her so abruptly.
Right. So, off to the monastery?
Indeed. Yet we don't dare to travel anywhere yet.
I know. The temple. Say no more. I'll clear it and make Wardenia safe and lofty again. Let's hope Cyrus and his men will be up to it. Once I take care of that, I'll go my way, you'll go yours. So, I suppose it's the end. For us, I mean.
All's well that ends well, and that ending was brought by you. We are pleased with your services and sorry to see you go.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Silver, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. But I actually wanted to talk to you, so...
Don't give me that shit. I know you killed Hadriana. You threw away all the trust we had painfully built up.
I did not. Quite the contrary.
Yes, you did. Cyrus told me everything.
Well, building trust wasn't really getting us anywhere anyway. So I might have decided it would be better to have a king that owes us one.
Are you serious?
Calm down, it's actually quite complex. I have been to the ship, and I have some info you need to see. It will all make sense. I promise.
Right. Well, what does this all mean? Like, the Naboru were the bad guys? Because they destroyed our cryo systems. You've seriously killed Hadriana over this?
No, I killed her because I don't trust you. You became Hadriana's lapdog. Orders and missions and protecting Naboru, but no cradle, no results, nothing.
Gaining trust is a lengthy process.
And you have lost mine, so I took a shortcut with Regulus. Because I know there was no place for me in your little schemes with Hadriana. You were the only one who would leave on the ship, right? Because of the life support systems, am I right?
Yeah, I'm the first in command. I need to finish the mission. I couldn't sabotage it by telling you all that. You surely must understand.
Well, you have missed an opportunity to learn the truth, but I have learned a lot about you by that. You are one hell of a partner.
I just follow my orders.
Well, I don't give a shit about your orders. You were just using me, and Hadriana. And now I have my own pet monarch, so fuck you and your noble orders. I'm flying away from here no matter what. If you love Naboru so much, stay and enjoy.
I have told you. It was nothing personal. We had an obligation towards the mission. But by killing Hadriana, you've made it personal. I don't need you to finish our assignment. I'll do this without you. Happily.
Oh, the feeling is mutual. So, good luck. I'm sure Ada will have a few surprises for you.
Ada?
Oh, now we're curious, eh? Well, fuck you. You are on your own.
Alien, I already didn't have a high opinion of you. But Regulus?
For a drunk blacksmith,
Customers come, you come, you.
I thought you would be happy. Reg more than Hadrian.
I fought for Hadriana. She was our queen. And every royal blood can't just check.
Funny, even the so-called rats you
Funny, we have you, bringing the fresh spirit.
I'm doing my best.
Oh, the prophet of progress. How can I take advantage of you today?
Well, well, Silver. Tell me, do you know where to find our master? Where's Silver?
Actually, I do know. I saved his fat ass.
Really? Look at that. Honestly, mixed feelings here. But let's keep marching on. So what's the plan?
Let's table that for the moment. You need to know what happened on the ship first.
Do I?
Absolutely. There is something fishy going on.
Well, it's a ship, innit?
You don't know the half of it.
Jeez. I have absolutely no idea why you made me watch this, Silver.
Because it puts things in context. It shows that the Naboru's misuse of the cradle is responsible for this whole mess, and that they have destroyed our cryosystems.
Ah, bummer. So we could have been killing more of them along the way.
Yeah, I guess so. More importantly, I'm now pretty sure Ada has been playing us against each other.
What? Who is Ada?
The ship's AI, the one behind that vision of yours. The one that told you the life support systems can only handle one person on board.
Ah, shit. I really wanted to tell you, but...
Hey, no hard feelings. Honestly, I don't know what I would do in your shoes.
Thanks. Does that also mean...
What?
that I am not the captain.
Seriously? That's your biggest problem now? Our own ship was sabotaging us and you want to discuss ranks? Shouldn't you be more concerned about how we deal with her and get out of here?
What? So you have the cradle?
Well, good and bad news. Good news is I have half. Bad news is I have half. We're still missing the other.
I see.
Regulus, if he can be believed, told me the second half can be found in the temple. That's where I'm headed next.
Well, let's travel together. Maybe there's something I can do at the ship to help.
Sure, we might as well keep this working together thing going. Oh, and by the way, Ilvar will join us later, but no worries, I have it under control.
Okay, I have to stop here. This is the furthest I can take you. I don't want anyone connecting me with Ilvar.
Understood, my friend. We're in the final stretch.
Continue on this path and you'll meet the Naburu army. From here, I'll find a way back to the island. There I'll try to find out if there's something more I can do.
We'll meet at the spaceship.
Perfect. See you there.
Ready, traitor?
Yeah, ready when you are. Also, not a traitor. I have told you it's just a misunderstanding.
My men think otherwise, and I would believe them over an alien anything, anytime, any place. Regulus is obviously just covering for you. I just haven't yet figured out why.
How could you? He isn't.
Contradicting it doesn't make it go away. Just shut up and help us with this gate. Men, ram the door on my mark. Now!
Evo!
That's it. We have opened the main door for you. That's about as far as our loyalty to Regulus goes. We are not going in.
His Majesty said we should siege this place. And you brought pretty much the whole army with you.
We won't stick our necks out for either of you. My men have seen you. I believe them. You are a traitor to me. I would snap your neck right now if it weren't for Regulus and his orders.
I will report you once I get back.
If you get back.
Captain's log 103-093-0717. Status: defeated. Cryo system still barely working. No chance of waking the crew up. So I should get used to the idea I might be writing this for you, Brian, or Petra, Jason, and Marco. Well, this is your captain speaking. If you're reading this, I'm dead. But you have made it. I don't know what date it is today, nor what you had to go through. But I know one thing. I had faith in you, and you've made me proud. All of you. Except for Marco. You're still an asshole. Not just pulling your leg, man. Your mopping skills are vital for the mission. Anyway, I'm sorry I wasn't able to wake you up myself. And believe me, I have tried. And failed. And tried some more. I at least did my best to give you as much advantage as possible. I wrote this log, and in case my notepad dies, did a backup of separate notes in the terminals. Sloppy, but works. I've tweaked the force field, so it now makes you immortal almost everywhere. And I set up these terminals so you can get holographic reinforcement if you need it. And believe me, you will need it. You are far from being in the clear. So, quick briefing, story so far. After we landed on Wardinia, the Naboru were supposed to use the cradle for terraforming. But they misused it instead to create sentient beings, ratkins, and who knows what else. Our terraforming crew died in an explosion when trying to get the cradle back. The explosion woke up the ship's defense AI, and she woke me up right after. I got the cradle back from the Naboru, but when I reached the ship, well, Aida went full crazy. I really don't know why. Something must have happened. I tried to shut her off, but only managed to get your cryogenic units out, with no means to wake you up. Aida almost killed me back then. Fully focused on the mission, whatever the collateral is. You know how we joked she might replace us all one day? Well, that was the day. If I'm dead, she's probably still around. And if she has the means of getting in touch with you, she will probably try to trick you into getting her the cradle. Don't believe her. I'm sure once you give it to her, she will kill you without mercy and leave. Instead, you need to put the cradle in the container to stop her. I mean the official one, at the cradle chamber on the ship. That should deactivate Ida, since she won't be needed anymore, and let you take control of the ship once again. But I might be getting ahead of myself. You need to get the cradle first. As you probably know already from the rest of my notes, it's well hidden in the hollow statues. The core is in the monastery on the island, and the shell at the top of the Naboru citadel. So I certainly hope they woke you up in peaceful times. But that tension between Naboru and Firkins couldn't have lasted long. I did what I could to even out their chances. So I presume they have settled things now, and you will just have to identify the local leaders. Find out who has access to the statues, get the cradle, and carry on with the mission. Godspeed. Over. To be clear, I am just leaving to try and persuade Aida to let us leave. All together, so I would be able to find a functional cryogenic unit and wake you up. I'm taking the holocron deactivator with me. If I die there, it might in fact be the safest hiding place. If I come back, we'll leave this place. If I don't, well, somebody will find you, sooner or later. I did hide you well here, and the systems should be fully self-sustainable now. Anyway, I'll be back. No need to get all sentimental. Love you guys.